Hi everyone. Welcome to the VSpecter Podcast. Today, we have the ever so wonderful and lovely Jazzy here with us.
Hello.
And we have a new guest on here today. The name is Ocean. Ocean, say hi.
Hey.
Woo.
And then you have me. I will be the pseudo host for today. Anyways, I will be the pseudo host for today. Grim is out and about, and so is our ever so lovely friend Classy. But hopefully we'll make it through this podcast alive.
It's a little subunit.
There's only us.
Yeah.
But yes, Ocean, would you mind giving an intro, just a brief one about yourself and what you do?
I am Ocean, otherwise known as Ocean Eyes. I do covers mostly with one specific bank. I did have one cover that is semi-popular, but if anything, you probably don't know me, but it's really nice to meet you all. Jazzy, we can pull up one of my covers later if you would like.
Totally.
Hey, yeah. This is Ocean, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Today we have a few topics lined up just to give us a brief overview. Some Voisona updates, some news, some commentary on community stuff that's been happening recently, and future things coming up. So hopefully you watch to the end. Yeah, let's not dilly dally, so to speak. Let's get right into the Voisona updates.
Yes.
I mean, open up just to make sure. We can start with the talk updates.
Yes.
With you can take the lead on this, Jazzy.
All right. Maki English and Maki Japanese talk voice bank got updated to 2.0. Voisona Talk 2.0. And they sound a lot clearer. Same with Rika and Karen. So you can also go get them with a monthly subscription now instead of a full purchase because they're on Voisona. Yippee! And that's so fun because I feel like as somebody who doesn't have much of a use for talk voice banks but occasionally does, it's a lot more convenient to chime in monthly for when I have a use, because I don't think it will ever be a purchasing CeVIO AI talk and Maki English use case. So this is really, really big for me. I can finally justify a Maki English purchase, and everyone sounds very nice.
Correct.
I don't have a clip, but I promise they sound nice.
Yes.
This might make me justify a Voisona talk, I think, as well.
Yeah. And also involving Voisona, but just Voisona normal, not talk. Zundamon got a voice bank, and these other girls, but Zundamon got a voice bank.
The Zunda and Co update wave. Okay.
Yes.
I love that it was it just felt like so much content and so little time from Voisona. It kind of was scary.
Yeah, it was shocking.
If I'm not mistaken, the talk update was the same day as well. But don't quote me on that.
It was.
Yeah, so it was a lot of Voisona. This is where I plug in, hey guys, get Voisona because it's free, and Chisei Japanese is free, and it's a lot easy. It's a lot easier to find $6 around to try out a voice bank you want to try, and see if you like them. And if you like them, you can buy them again for the year or permanently, depending on the voice bank. So definitely check out Voisona. It's been popping off. Zundamon's a lot of fun. But yeah,
I vouch for that. Get Voisona.
I need to get Zundamon now that I'm learning how to tune in Voisona. I just started Voisona. And I think Zunko would be really cool too, just because she hasn't had much of an update until Voisona, if I remember correctly. But listen, I have a chronic state of being called I Forgore.
Felt.
So what's up? What's next?
Yeah.
What's next is the Remel update.
Yippee!
Remel was ported from the lovely engine CeVIO AI to Voisona. So once again, Voisona's popping off.
Yes.
And also a very good voice bank.
Yes, she got her 2.0 as well.
Yes, that too.
Need to try her.
Yes. And following
For
the
those-
trend of all CeVIO 2.0 updates, just being a bit clearer, and having less airy transitions.
Mm-hmm.
Different
Exactly, like
vocoder.
literally what I was about to say. Exactly,
Yes.
you said it perfectly. It's perfect for everyone.
Yes. And if you like 2.0, you probably like however you say his name. You say his name because I'm not gonna do it.
Mikey. I say MYK, but
MYK.
Mikey is the more popular pronunciation.
Yes.
So Mikey got a physical.
Yeah. So if you really,
And
really
a
like him,
full-time license. And a full-time license. If
So
you don't
if
want his
you-
physical, because the physicals are around like 100 to 120, you can get the full-time license for around $80 to $95. So yeah, definitely check out Mikey. He's really cool. He's one of Techno Speeches. I think that's the company. One of their
Yes.
original voice decks. So made by the same company who made Chisei. So if you like Chisei, you'll probably like him or Aisu.
definitely.
She's not in here, but
And you say cheese slay.
Exactly.
Cheese slay.
Chisei.
And
Man,
if you're a
here's
pepper shooter, he also got his one-time purchase,
Pepper shooter.
Pepper shooter.
a pepper dispenser.
I've never heard of that before. This is a first. I was like, you mean pea shooter from Plants vs Zombies? My bad. But I'm sorry.
No,
But jokes aside, Pepper also got a full-time license. Fun fact, I didn't say it for the other voice. I think their name is Itako. Itako?
Yes.
Has like the white-haired lady. She has the same voice actress as the voice bank on Voisona called Canon. I've only used Canon. I won't speak for Itako, but they're both very good. But in regards to Pepper, Pepper is voiced by the original voice provider for Maki, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So if you like Maki, you're probably not gonna like Pepper because Pepper is not Maki. But
If you like original Maki,
oh yeah, if you like original talk Maki, right? I don't think they had a singing voice back yet.
they didn't.
So yeah, if you've ever heard the original Talk Maki's voice or are curious about what that sounds like, do look into it. But I will say that Pepper is a different character, so don't expect Maki out of Pepper without work.
Yes.
But yes, Pepper is very cute, very synthetic. I would recommend if you like having fun, quirky voices.
Exactly.
And then, Ocean, would you like to take the lead on the recent update for Utaformatix?
Yes. So Utaformatix, like as we were like planning, I got a notification that Utaformatix had added Voisona file support for their like file conversion. And so I'm like, woo, yippee. There's also a bunch of like bug fixes and like lyric conversion updates, but I think it's really nice to have Voisona support, TSSLN support for like converting files. So you can just drop in a UST, drop in a VSQX, drop in a VPR, SVP, whatever, and you can just convert between that and Voisona files now.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you mentioned the other files because I was going to ask, like, can you explain what Utaformatix does, just in case someone doesn't know?
Yeah.
But you already did that, so thank you.
Yes.
You were going to say
You might have saved somebody's life with that because I feel bad for anyone who didn't know about Utaformatix.
I didn't. I was anyone.
Oh no.
I was anyone for a long time. But yes, Utaformatix is very good, especially if you aren't if you're looking for a specific song, but like finding it hard to find the MIDI, or maybe you made your own MIDI and now you want to put it into an engine without, having the engine, or you want to make a MIDI for someone, but you don't have the same engine. Like Utaformatix bridges people and projects together. So I definitely recommend, especially if you're using Voisona and you're expecting to find a MIDI, you won't.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people making TSSLN.
Right.
So I definitely recommend using Utaformatix if you are going to try out Voisona. But don't be afraid to mix it up every once in a while. You know, if you want to try out that VSQ you saw the other day or something, go ahead, convert it to your engine of preference. They support Uta as well. So, you know, there's a lot. The Utaformatix is for everyone, so definitely.
Exactly. It also has a function for certain file types to other file types. Some don't allow it to convert your tuning as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
Yes, like just pitch bends, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. But now, for our next topic, audiology news. Audiology's been...
news.
Yes, Audiology's been very active as of the past month. So let's get started on the first things first, the mundane. For those who didn't know, you can now buy Audiology vocals on AHS. This is not mainly for the Western fandom. If you are in an English-speaking country, I would always recommend going to like an English website, and Audiology's just more comfortable. But for people who don't live in the US, maybe AHS might be more ideal for you. But yeah, it's good. They are branching out to other communities of the VSynth sphere, and that's really nice. And I'm happy. Now other people can enjoy Henri in June, and that makes me very happy.
Yippee.
Mm-hmm.
Yippee.
And to pair with this lovely branch is Henri's birthday. On her birthday, they released a cover. Or no, an original? It's an original,
It's
right?
an original.
Yeah, it's an
They
original.
released an original with Henri on her birthday. It's a very lovely and pretty original. Thank you, Jazzy,
It's
for playing it.
so good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's very elegant.
Yes, it's very Henri core.
Very Henri core. But yeah, let me plug in. If y'all haven't gotten Henri yet, you should definitely listen to her. I can't say try her out because this isn't Voisona, but
Yeah. Well, there is an Henri light. Wait, is there? Is there an Henri
there
arcane
is
light?
Henri light. There is not an arcane light. There is only her original.
Okay. Well, you can test her timbre a little bit.
Yeah, you can tamper with her Henri. What did you say?
You can just pretend it's arcane.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said you can test and tamper, and I was like, yeah,
No.
What?
Just pretend it's arcane.
Oh, my bad. But yes, do if you guys want to check out Henri, I definitely recommend checking out their demos, Audiology's demos. I will always recommend checking out all voice banks. It's good to branch out. But
Yes.
because we're talking about Henri, check out Henri.
Yes, my beloved.
Yeah.
No, there's the thing that happened at AX recently that people had spotted, like the redo, and I guess Audiology confirmed it.
Oh yeah. So this was also for Henri's birthday, and it's basically a physical box. So I think the way it works is if you already have the physical, you can just buy this box to just have a new box.
Yeah.
You could also just buy the box anyways. If you want a $20 box, this is for you. I'm joking. But it's definitely really cool. It does not come with the voice bank, hence the pricing. But you know, if you want some Henri merch, then yeah, this is it. It's very pretty.
Merch.
Yes, merch. It has all her voice bank art except for her more recent ones of Calm and Sleepy. Henri has a staggering 13 voice banks, so yeah.
13 vocal modes. Yeesh.
Mm-hmm.
And also this
vocal
little
mode, that's a
necklace.
This isn't voice banks. This is these aren't pens.
Yes, the Audiology really went all out, as they tend to do for birthday, especially Henri's birthday this time. But let's keep this momentum going. Recently, a few days ago, was it? They revealed their third upcoming voice bank. No release date yet. Don't get too excited, everyone. But a demo will be out soon on July 24th. And if you could play the clip, I will speak less.
It's been too long for no straw. It's been so long since you've gone. More time for the club now. It's the first time I've been on my own for the first time in a long time.
And
Oh, Noah.
here's his
Now-
design. He's a cutie.
This clip has all of Vocatwit torn.
A little.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because I've been waiting to talk about that for a hot minute.
All right. Well, let's talk about it.
I personally am not
Ocean, you lead.
really excited for Noah Hex because of the fact that they made us wait 5 days for a YouTube short or something that kind of. A lot of people are saying that Noah Hex sounds like Hayden or like June on specific vocal modes, and I can't disagree.
Yeah. I definitely think he does. I'm still excited for him, but I can't really deny the critiques of his sameness to other voice pinks on the engine.
I myself, I will say I agree with Ocean. Waiting 5 days for YouTube Shorts was a little much. Just a little bit. But I think it's a step in the right direction compared to how they revealed June. I don't know if you guys remember. You just had to be there. But with June, they teased him on Henri's anniversary, not to be confused with birthday. On Henri's anniversary, it was just like a grayed out part of him, which is what they did for Noah as well.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
Which is what they did for Noah as well, but instead it was for White Day. So they just have this thing with like gray, making like the art and then grayscaling it, teasing it 2 months to a month in advance, and then like revealing the voice later. And like that's fine, but at least with June, we didn't get an announcement like incoming 5 days. Like no, you just woke up on a Saturday morning and there was Burn So Bright. And then almost every subsequent week you had a demo. And I'm sure they're going to do the same once we get to the 28th. But I do agree with Ocean that they probably should have hyped it up differently.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to what you were saying, Jazzy, with like not really being able to beat the sounding like Hayden allegations, I won't say I disagree. But what I will say is I have yet to see the full extent of this voice bank.
Exactly.
So I don't want to just say they're a Hayden mock-up. Even if that is true, it wouldn't be fair, you know?
Vocal modes do a lot, and Audiologie is shown to make a lot of vocal modes and have them be very, very, very good.
Yes.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there is a vocal mode that just simply makes him unique. I don't really care if his original
princess, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care if his original is samey, if everything else is great. And also, samey is a way better critique than bad. He sounds really, really good.
Yes.
And if it was Hayden versus him, I'm picking him. So.
Okay. I'm not gonna say I disagree with that because honestly, probably same. But what I will say is that it's a matter of what you got that voice for.
Exactly.
And I think that needs to be spoken about more. Like, you're not supposed to get every voice bank that comes out. You're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everyone has Hayden. Let's not act like everyone does. Even if he sounds like Hayden, that might not be what someone wants. Maybe someone wants a voice with the face that they can associate it with.
Yes.
Everyone can.
I'm personally a character vocal obsessor. I love a lot of voice banks that don't have a character and will use them, but I would be lying so hard if I said it didn't matter to me, because I put a lot of time into things I tune, and I just kind of want to do it for a character I really like. So if I really like Noah's character, it does matter, and it can sell me.
Yeah.
And that's just how a lot of people feel. And I do like his character.
And to build on top of that, it's like these character voice banks, as we've seen and discussed, maybe not in cast, but just definitely off camera, not all the time are they loyal to the interpretation of the publisher. You know, Audiologie has already entertained alternate universes and different ships and whatnot, and they still do. I know like Kasane Teto has very loose characterization. Miku has very loose characterization. The only difference is that Miku's been out for like a decade and a half.
Yeah.
So they have like a pretty like already preconceived one just on their design. But like, I think that's the fun with character sense is because you already have a face. Now you just got to give them a background. And,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing with like.
Oh no, I'm just saying exactly.
They are like whatever. It's up to the producer what they want to give to that character, how they want to characterize it, what voice is this character meant to portray, you know?
Yeah. But in regards to Noah, I think it's too soon to put all our eggs in one basket. Let's not say he's the greatest of all time. Because not every bank needs to be, let's be honest, not every bank needs to be a Solaria, a Kevin, you know? It'd be nice, but it isn't necessary. And I think that the fact that Audiologie's third voice bank is a male is pretty good. I feel like there's a lot of femme voice banks, and we don't really need. I'm not saying. Let me clarify. No, I'm not trying to be misogynistic. I'm saying that because there really is a disparity between femme voice banks and mask voice banks.
We get you. It's just
okay. I'm just making sure because I was like, the more I'm saying this, the more I'm getting this idea that I'm probably gonna sound really bad out of context.
Yeah,
but
you're not saying we don't need more female voice banks. You're just saying more mask voice banks are always appreciated.
To a pool of voice banks. Yeah, like they're just adding to a pool of voice banks that we don't have. And let's be real. Yeah. Okay, he sounds like Hayden. How many voice banks sound like Hayden? Don't sit here and tell me Kaito and Gakupo do, okay? I won't listen to you if you tell me that.
Okay, well, the point is that there's a difference between engines there. The Vocaloid engine doesn't necessarily feel built for masculine vocals, with the exception of, like, Kaito and Gakupo. But you can sit there and you can listen to, like, VY2, Kyoteru. There's not a lot of, like, male Vocaloids. But Synth V has a different engine. It can be, it's a lot better for male vocals in my opinion because you don't have
Asterion like, walked into the room.
Bunch of size. Yeah, Asterion is a very good one.
Asterion changed lives and added a low register to every femme voice bank, and I will always appreciate Eclipse Sounds.
I love Asterion so much.
Eclipse Sounds. This is unrelated, but Eclipse Sounds has like. I don't want to say updated the engine twice, but they helped with adding Spanish to Synth V and like updating how it renders low notes. And that allows like other companies to build off of that. I know recently, by recently, I think I mean like 6 months ago or something, Audiologie had updated like their voice banks, like low register and high registers. So I think it's really nice that like we have an engine where we can have a diverse pool of voice banks, and let it not be lost on people. Yes, parameters exist. So even if there wasn't, even if there truly was no men in the vocal synth sphere in terms of voice banks, we would still have fun. Like there would still be a lot of like androgynous sounding femme voice banks that you can really push with parameters. And I just think that it's no matter what, even if Noah continues to sound like Hayden, I don't think many people are going to get Noah because he's like, or I don't think many people aren't going to get Noah just because he sounds like Hayden. I think it's fine if people don't. It isn't for everyone, but I don't think it's like a deal breaker for half the people getting him.
Yeah.
Speaking of like pushing voice banks with parameters, though, let's talk derivatives.
Oh yes. Recently,
what's the ideal way that you would use Neru? Is she a high-pitched Miku or a lower-pitched Ren?
That is the question. Ooh.
But recently, due to the yellow one that isn't a mesmerizer meme, people have been like learning all over again. Who is Akita Neru?
She's everywhere. It's a bit surreal.
I'm personally ecstatic to see the revitalization of derivatives and like just Neru coming back. I can't wait for Haku to have a renaissance too.
Me too. Maybe somebody should cause it with the same mesmerizer obsession.
Oh yeah, no.
Make an alt version.
I think there has. I think someone has
There has?
done featuring Neru mesmerizer, where they just kind of put Neru in like a few parts of the song, and it's like just the telephone noise from Triple Baka, or not the telephone noise, more like the synth, if I'm not mistaken.
I see.
But
Which
yeah, it's very
Someone do a Neru and Haru mesmerizer cover.
Oh no.
They did.
You know, I'm here for it. Oh, you should show them the other clip. The other clip made by the same artist, I believe I can say.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
cute. I love these clips very much.
Yes.
They're so cute.
But like, I think Neru is a really good example of what we were talking about earlier, where people really can just take a character and make it their own, and Neru doesn't even have a voice bank.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I think it's really cool that like we're seeing. I think I haven't been in the vocal sphere this long, but I can say that, or not this long, for so long. I mean, I misspoke. I can say that I feel like characters of the voices will always be like popular or whatever, but I think that like we're getting more new faces into the scene. That's why we haven't seen Neru in so long. Like we have Kafu, we have Zunda. But I like that, like, you know, we're going back to old ideas and like revitalizing them, you know?
This
Yeah.
really is a renaissance for the English Vocaloid community. And
Oh,
definitely.
with that, there's like so much going on. I mean, God, social media is insane enough as it is, but Voca Twitter is kind of a whole new like layer of hell, isn't it?
Really, sometimes. But I like that, like, we're building bridges now with the JP fandom, because if I'm not mistaken, it was specifically this clip, but also just the other amalgamation of like Neru art that's kind of come out of it. The original producer saw it and has like, I don't want to say entertained the idea, but definitely finds humor in it. I think they quote retweeted this. Pun not intended, but don't quote me on that. So, but they're very happy with how like the Western fandom has just kind of like made a joke that just, I don't know, it just seems like such an unlikely thing. Who had talking about Neru on their bingo card for 2024?
Not me.
Like,
So she's always on my mind.
I hope it spirals into people making pitch down covers, like not even the Vocaloid ones where they used to be like taking acapellas and pitching them down and then
Oh
like
my
shittily
God.
throwing them back on. Bring it
I
back.
think like I want to see more, and I'm pulling an idea from Loverboy Synth. I think that's their name on Twitter anyway. They don't have the series up anymore for reasons I won't go into, but they have like a series of like recreating voice banks on Synth V.
Yes.
And I've always thought like the idea with Phanaloids is the fact that they don't have a voice bank. So I want to see like a Haru theoretical. I don't want to say Haru on Synth V. No, that'd be too much. But just
Haku?
Haru. Oh, Haru? Did I say Haru instead of Haku? Oopsies!
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the CeVIO girl. I was like, what?
Oh no, not Miss Girl on CeVIO.
I was like, really?
Haku.
Alright.
Haku. Take the last like 2 minutes, replace it with Haku. Thank you. but I think like I would love to see like people try to recreate a version of Haku with, let's say, like Chise, or like, I don't know, using Henri or Saki. And I mean Henri 1, not Henri Arcane. There's a distinct difference. You know?
I feel like it would be interesting to take something like, I don't know, maybe poppy Synth
Yeah.
and turn that into
Yeah.
Haku. But Haku is just Miku with like both Haku and Neru are like most of the way that you'll see them presented is just Miku with gender factor. So
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
taking that in mind, you can always like customize Fanloids to like what you want.
Mm-hmm. and it makes them accessible because of that.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
just do it with most voice banks. Just make sure if you're doing it with like other voice banks or being upfront about that. I can only tell you just how many. I don't know the full name of the voice bank, but Midai, the V4 voice bank by Bandai. There's so many Neru covers with them, and like, I'll say, while I do encourage other people to make like other versions of Neru and Haku and other fanloids and derivatives, I will say I think Midai is probably like the one that captures my attention, but Midai also just kind of like, Midai is like the difference between Sprite and 7-Up. You know, the 7-Up is Rin Kagamine, okay? So it's just a matter of preference. And I think like that's what makes Midai so appealing to me. But I will always say like everyone like just mess around, have fun. Like the vocal synth sphere is fun when you're like having fun and not having whining bitches in your ear, to put it bluntly.
Yeah,
Have
but
fun while you're here.
maybe don't have too much fun, because there was that hoax that happened recently, like literally
That is
today.
true. That
with
is true.
the Vocalocast Spanish bank or whatever the fuck.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, do I? Oh wait,
No, we do not have a link for it. I was just about to
don't.
get to that.
We don't
yes.
have a link for it.
We didn't want to perpetuate it further because like we feel like talking about it is already enough attention.
Yeah.
But in case you don't know, there was a fake V6 demo of a voice bank made by a vocal synth, the cover artist. Yeah.
Yeah, cover artist. Apparently, like the person came out and said, like, "Hey, this is very crappy. This is a very crappy RVC that I made," and people are already like tearing the person to shreds because the box art was made using like AI art.
Yeah, definitely. I think the AI art was a bit miscalculated in their part. Yeah, no, it's a hoax at the end of the day, so it was supposed to bait and troll, and I think that's okay, whatever, fine. But I do agree with most people that the AI art was really pushing it.
The AI art kind of it takes it from like a funny joke into sort of despicable territory.
Yeah, I agree. But
I think
it was
with
a
this
hoax.
sphere specifically, you do have to be extra careful with AI art, even if you're joking, because as we have on screen
Generative
here,
AI.
it's very common for jokes in the community to become real, established, enjoyed characters.
Correct.
So it could accidentally spiral into people creating art of a AI generated image, which is
And like further
tricky.
justifying the idea of like, oh, well, we can do it like this, because no, do your research on generative AI. It is not something to toy with. You're much better off taking a Kevin Synth V approach and drawing some stick figure. This is not to demean it. Let me clarify that. This is not to demean the iconic Kevin Synth V design, or fan design, I mean. But definitely, if Kevin Synth V's fan design has shown us anything, as long as there's some passion behind it and some like TLC with like promoting the character and using them consistently, people will start to enjoy it. They will. I think back to the poorly drawn Kasane Teto machine gun cover. Like, there's an audience for everything in the vocal synth community. Let's not make one for generative AI. You know.
Yeah.
But in other news, we have Deco 27 Streets are saying that he got early access to a new Miku voice bank. And I'd like to just go over our first impressions of the idea before we start going over where we currently stand with it.
You start.
Okay. Basically, and let me like restate my question because I don't think I stated it clearly. But just like if and when you first heard the rumors, and I say if because some of us just had the idea, like I was one of the people who was like, that rookie English section does sound very, very fresh, and I don't think that's Miku. Like, there has to be some sort of voodoo going on here. But it's very like likely. When I first heard the rumors of like, oh, he may have a voice bank, I think it's very likely, or I did at the time. And yeah, I'll pass it over to Ocean because then I'm going to talk about why I may not agree with that right now. But Ocean, your first thoughts on the idea of Deco having an access early, what were they? Do you think it was likely?
My first exposure to it was HAL, so it wasn't necessarily Rookie that got me, but after seeing clips of Rookie, I was like, this doesn't feel entirely like Miku, but it also doesn't feel like something completely new. And I could tell it wasn't NT engine just because of the engine noise itself. It still sounded like Vocaloid engine. Which version it was, I'm torn between 5 and 6 because it has like a slightly different sound than before, but I can tell that this isn't an AI bank. It's still like a regular bank. Whether or not it's brand new is too soon to tell, especially now that Deco has confirmed that he's using like a new tuning style. Like tweet shown like working on switching to a new tuning style.
Yeah.
And tuning can mean like a whole bunch of different things, which is not necessarily in engine, but it's also like the mixing and splicing, etc. It's like, how do you get this bank to sound good? Which I think a lot of this, especially with like that English section in Rookie, was it?
Yes.
It sounds like a lot of it is more splicing than anything.
Yeah.
And parameters, because you can always push a bank with parameters.
Yes.
Correct.
I think...
Jazzy, your comments?
I think it could be either. It sounds like splicing if he spliced. It sounds like a new voice bank if he used a new voice bank. I think we kind of just can't tell. And I do want to mention, in the descriptions of Deco's recent works that people are suspicious of being a new Miku voice bank, there has been special thanks to the Krypton Future Media sound team in the description, which has made people further suspicious that he is using a new voice bank, especially considering that Krypton has announced that they're going to be releasing new software pretty soon.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard to tell if he's using a new voice bank or not. And it's just kind of a 50-50 thing. But I think with the circumstances of Krypton announcing this, I'm like 60% sure he is and 40% sure it's just splicing. Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna loop back around to like finish like where I currently stand, because I now think it was weird because it was like, okay, I think he used a different voice bank, but I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't, right? Because I've heard amazing stuff before with Miku, even NT Miku. But then this Krypton announcement came in, and I'm just like, I don't know, because Deco hasn't not a lot of producers thank the publisher of their voice banks, specifically Krypton sound team at that. They don't do that. It's not part
including him. It's not something he normally does.
Yeah. And while this isn't to discredit their tuning style, I know on Twitter there was a point brought up where it's like, if I spent 10 years tuning Miku and got really good at it and then got accused of like using a new voice bank, you know, it doesn't, I don't want it to come off like, oh, I don't think its tuning can't sound that good, but I do think that it doesn't sound like the Miku V4X sound we've come to know. But that's not just always like, that's not one-to-one with that's a new voice bank. Like, we listen to Michi M stuff and we've already gotten used to being like, well, that's V4, that's V3, you know?
Yeah, I can tell what voice bank Michi is using. I can't tell what voice bank Deco is using. That's unusual.
Yeah, it's either a testament to how they're, you know, mixing or splicing or tuning. It's a testament to just how much effort or how different their process is. Because maybe if this would have happened a few years ago, we would have been like, damn. But now, like, where we have seen, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it might be a vocoder update to NT. I don't think that's true, but let's say it was. It's possible, you know, because we've seen it with Voisona.
We just don't know.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we just don't know.
And I think dismissal of either sides is a bit ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll let the
I agree with that.
Yes.
Like, I think at the end of the day, it's night. It doesn't matter if they're using a voice bank or not. But at least we have something to look forward to, which is a new Krypton product. I'm hoping voice bank. Watch it be like Miku with stickers. Okay.
I mean,
They did say new software. So
new software. So
yes.
Lovely. I love that. But I will pass over our final.
we'll
Wait,
figure that
pause.
out in due time.
Real quick, not only are we getting new software, even though they didn't say what it was, V4X packages, V4X is being repackaged. Miku V4X will now come with Miku V4X English, and same with Rin and Len. And
They
the
did
boxes... No, they didn't.
Really?
Yes. The boxes look a teeny bit different too. And they will now come with Cubase instead of Studio One.
Nice.
Is Cubase better? I've never used it.
I've not used Cubase. From what I know, they're pretty much the same quality. I'm not too sure. There is also, if you're watching and you have Miku V4X bundle and you're like, well, fuck me, I guess. I bought Miku English and V4X Japanese. You can get a 4,000 yen discount coupon. So make sure to go here and get it. Yes.
Link will be in description.
Yes.
But in terms of announcements, there's this announcement. I wonder what this could mean. This is for, I guess, MikotoStudio. It's by Expressive Labs, so
Yeah.
It's not October 7th, by the way, or is it?
No, it's not. I'm guessing
I
it's
know
a European
Yeah. With
I
two
was
little
gonna say, I know in other parts of the world that's how July 10th is written. So I feel the need to clarify that, because I sat there and I'm like, October 7th? But no.
No.
Two
that's
little
how
flapping
July
hairs.
10th is
It's
written.
Miku.
Is it?
Y'all, it's Miku.
God,
I was
wish.
there.
Miku was seen.
Miku was seen. Miku and MikotoStudio. Damn. But you know, the date of July 10th kind of makes me curious because there's a pretty big anniversary happening on July 10th.
True.
And I don't know if any of y'all viewers would know. Some of you might be Voca babies, and that's okay. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to, educate you a little bit. There's this Utah, I believe she was one of the first English banks that really got popular. Kikune Aiko, she's turning 15 this year.
Yes.
And her anniversary is July 10th, so that has me wondering, what is Expressive Labs cooking?
True. And also the blue little things whipping around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Very
her
blue
color.
hair. Very
True.
blue
It's a
hair.
little
pronouns
suspicious.
for- Michael
Yes.
has blue hair and pronouns.
And
so-
pronouns.
Does she have
Yes.
pronouns?
Yes. They have them all.
It makes me excited personally with the idea that it could be Aiko, because my entire YouTube channel is dedicated
Yes.
to Aiko. I'm running an anniversary campaign, an anniversary fan project for her right now. The 10 Days
Yes.
of Aiko. As of recording, we just finished day 6 yesterday, and day 7's coming out today. So
Today, as in recording.
today isn't recording, yeah. If we're putting links to channels in the description, feel free to link mine. Feel free to check them out.
Totally.
We will. You are a guest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But
I encourage everyone to check out Mikoto Studios.
Totally.
Express Labs, they have a website, right? Ocean?
Yeah, I think they should have a website, and they also have a Discord. If you sign up for the waitlist for Mikoto Studio, you'll gain access to the Discord.
Yes.
What?
I think that's all we got for today. We did it! We did it now!
Yes. You too.
But yes,
That was a lot of news.
thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
Thank you, Ocean, for joining us today. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure if Grim were here, he'd appreciate it too. And any final words or final words? Oh,
Final words.
any
We're done.
final remarks that you guys wish to say before we wrap things up?
Subscribe to Ocean.
Subscribe to Ocean Eyes. My final words are
Join the I community.
Yes.
Yes, join the I community. And my final words are also subscribe to Ocean Eyes, but also Stream Authority on SoundCloud. I will not elaborate. You gotta listen to it yourself.
Thank you. And yeah, I don't got anything else.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Subscribe to Vocalocast.
Thank you.
Yeah, subscribe
Oh, and subscribe
And
to
Stania.
VSpecter. Subscribe to the channel.
Yes. Oh yeah. Duh.
Oh yeah, don't
We're
forget
running all our
to
channels.
subscribe.
Podcast. Yes, subscribe
Thank
to
you
this
for
channel
listening.
if you guys want to see more.
Yes.
If you want to see Miku, you will always be famous.
Miku. Woo. Woo. In the mall.
That's it for the day.
Yes.
And I hope to see you lovely viewers and my lovely podcast mates around sometime soon.
Yes. All right. See you.
Bye, boy.
Bye.
Bye.